looks like we're live on YouTube, and I think Rockfin, I'm not sure if we're live on Rockfin, but if we're not, it's fine because it's gonna record. It's gonna send it over to the Rockfin site. So we're just on YouTube and just hanging out in the park and, you know, like totally not creepy and just talking about God. Because that's the thing that they do in Texas. If you hang out, there's this one coffee shop I hang out at all the time, and there's always people coming up to me and wanting to talk about God. And it's funny because it's just the type of thing that would never happen in DC or LA. Like, at a hipster coffee shop like that in DC or LA, you'd never be sitting down and working on your laptop and having some, you know, like lady or whatever coming up to you and being like, did you hear the news? How does it go? Did you hear the news? Jesus is king. Or something like that. They would just like, you know, did you? Whoa, I woke up today and the coolest thing happened. I saw God. Or like, you know, God is king. Like just something like that. And it's just like, they're like so excited about it. And so, yeah, this is a super low-key live stream, I know. And I was talking to people at Rockfin today, and they were, you know, we were talking about having a live stream on the Rockfin channel, and there's a huge bee. There's a huge bee right next to me. So we're talking about doing a live stream on the, oh, Jim says make sure to give Pardes a like. Thank you. Yes, make sure to give me a like. Thank you. So we're talking about having Pardes live on the Rockfin channel. Like, you know, what's holding you back? And I just don't know why people want to watch my live streams. So on, you know, putting this show behind a paywall, to me is like, it's like saying like, hey everyone, pay to watch me do something that I was gonna do anyway, and it's fun. Daily Data says, why am I watching this? How did I get here? I don't know, man. Like, that's the same question that I ask every day. I love these live streams and I want to make money from it, but like, why would anybody watch this? But then I think to myself, like the other night I was watching this show with my Phil Rosenthal, and he just travels around the world and eats food and films himself like eating food around the world, and it's just such a dumb show, but it's fun. I loved it. I have fun watching this kind of stuff, and I have fun watching a lot of people do live streams. Thank you so much, Prodigal Heel. Thanks for the super chat. It says there's definitely expect me to believe evolution. Ha ha ha. And I was very religious at the time. Oh my god, there's a huge bug. There's like so many bugs here. I should have worn spray. And there's, oh my gosh, Sam Power. Oh, thank you so much, Sam Power. So, what was I gonna say? You interrupted me. Kidding. When I was in undergrad, so I wrote this, I had this like, whoa. Do you hear that? Or am I just being like really paranoid about these bugs? Let me look at your comments. Prodigal Heel says, wasn't these people eating Tide Pods a month ago? Wasn't that a hello, Sam, good to see you. Alright. So my question is, like, are they really disagreeing? Like, do people really think that differently? Or maybe it just feels good to have like groups and to be part of a thinking group. I'm part of this religion that thinks this thing, and it's different than what you think. No, it's not God. It's Allah. It's whatever. It's evolution. And like, I sound like a hippie, but are they really saying like, are they really disagreeing? I don't know. Maybe they just want to call it something different because it's not about God. It's about being part of a group. It's about like wanting to feel like you're part of something. And so yeah. Irish Deplorable says, God is a woman and I'm a simp. Prodigal Heel says, evolution isn't real. So, like, for a while, so like, okay, I always prayed, like when I was growing up, when I was like little and anything bad happened to me, I always prayed, and it always worked. Like, you know, like I was walking outside, nighttime, I was scared, wanted to feel safe, I would pray. You know, like, God, please protect me, whatever. So, like, stuff like that. And then when I grew up and I decided that I don't want to be religious anymore, and basically threw out like everything cold turkey. Like, it got to like, it was like this, it was like gradual over time, some of it, but then at one point, like within the span of like a month or maybe a few months, I just like stopped doing everything. And I also stopped praying because I felt like God is like a religious thing. So I can't be part of this because I don't want to be part of it. Part of this. Every time someone says part of this, I think they're saying Pardes. Joe says, hello, Joe, thank you so much. Joe says, thank you. Hello from me and God, Pardes. God says, but John Piper makes a pretty good case that I am alive. So I am now convinced that I'm real. Thanks, God. God. To believe in God. Yeah, so like, so the reason why I didn't want to like pray and do all that stuff was because it doesn't have anything to do with like what you actually believe. It's like identifying with the belief. Like, if I believe this, then I'm this. So if I believe in God, then I'm part of this religion. Because, like, you know, for whatever reason, you know, me for example, I don't want to be part of, you know, because if I had to believe in that part of the religion, then I would have to believe in a lot of other things that are part of the religion, which involve, like, you know, so many things that I don't like about religion. Like, so many or at least about the religion that you know, like, I don't know, so many things I don't like about religion. And actually most religions are like pretty much the same. So I just didn't want to be part of that. Like, I don't know, what do I not like about religion? Fear mongering, making people think that like bad things will happen to you if you don't do like this silly thing, or if you do this one thing. You know, women don't really have, I mean, the circles that, you know, in the community that I grew up in, at least like according to the studies that I grew up in, like, women don't have real rights, like no spiritual rights, intellectual, really all goes according to the man, your husband, your dad, or your brother. And world, you don't really have a purpose in this world other than to help those people serve God. Not even to serve God, to help. And like, I know that religions, a lot of them are more evolved nowadays, but like, am I gonna force myself? Like, I could be I don't know. And then another thing is, well, okay, like, say I do believe in God, then if I believe growing up, then I believe that God punishes people for being bad. And I was being really bad when I left the religious community. I was doing all kinds of bad things. First of all, it started with eating bacon. And I know if you're a Christian, you don't care about this, but I grew up Jewish, very, very Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox, and yeah, bacon is not allowed, no. And so I basically like, not like, oh, I was hungry and there was no food and I ate bacon. No, I did it like with and the intention of defying religion. Like, Sabbath on Shabbat, when you're not supposed to like use electricity or touch, automatic doors, I walked in and out. I remember this one Shabbat where like I was excited to defy religion, and in my mind I was like spiting God and religion. Like, that was bad in my mind. Like, that was like me being just the worst. And so I basically was like going in and out of these automatic doors, because it's like there's sensors and you're causing like a sensory electrical reaction to happen. So I did that like a lot of times, and it was like, imagine being excited about walking in and out of like automatic double doors. That was what I was doing, and it was so much fun. So it's like kind of silly, but yeah, like, if I believe in God in the way that I grew up believing in God, God is gonna punish me. God is gonna, unless God is Satan and likes it. So, like, God's gonna punish me. So why would I pray to God? Like, why would I keep God in my life? Because I was like, yeah, like, and then so I also stopped praying. But I think praying really was so important to me before, because like, I struggled a lot with depression after that, and I know a lot of people don't dislike. Aaron, do not dislike this video. Please like this video. Like it, even if you don't like what I'm saying. Gosh, these bugs are like, I don't know if you hear them, but they're really like creepy. They're very creepy. They're like, if you took one of these bugs and you like made them big, they're actually really big, and there's so many of them. Whoa, my God, they're everywhere. Shoot. Jim says, so folks are going out. Jim says, if you hate Pardes, then you hate God. Yes. Thank you, Jim. Exactly. Yes. Prodigal Heel says, the question is, has your life gotten better, or is it a placebo? I mean, if you can go ahead and give me sound evidence, get Bell's law of genetics, biogenesis, symbiotic relationships. I believe God exists. Gods exist. God says, I have sent a plague of creepy bugs after Pardes for messing around that one Shabbat. Barry, I'm glad you tried it too. The connection, you don't like this connection? Even if she doesn't care for him, she's the awesome rebel daughter. So I didn't finish saying what I was saying, actually. So, like, so I've been kind of, you've seen me posting a lot about depression. I post about it a lot. Oh man, I'm sorry about this. Is it really that bad? Oh man. Jim says, is God flirting? Commenter in the comment section called God with a name God. Man, the connection is bad. Because I actually really, the best connection is in my house, and my house is kind of boring. I really don't like being at home, so. Pardes water bottle says, y'all are jealous because I get to kiss Pardes lips and you'll. Water bottle. Oh man. Prodigal Heel says, agnosticism and atheism is just another form of entitlement. In my honest opinion, I went down these roads years ago, so I know exactly where Pardes is at. Been there, done that. Yeah, I should do live stream in the backyard. Switch to 4G. I don't know how to do this because if I do, I have to shut this live stream off. Yeah, if I do that, I'll have to switch the live stream off, which would be frustrating because we're having such a good time. So, can I continue, or is this live stream still? Okay. Jim says, Aaron says, do you think I was just having trouble, and not just from not praying, but not just from like not in general, like leaving religious community when you stop being religious and you were like so religious structure or whatever, so at least mentally you had like a sense of you knew exactly what you were doing every day, no question about anything. A lot of people, it happens to a lot of people, like roller coaster ride when they leave their keep thinking, oh man, shoot. Okay, 3 cuts in and out. You do rock the hell out of that hat though. The hands make me look fat. This is a sign from God, says Aaron. Is it not working now? Yeah, the stream is still going. Prodigal says going down that road was, because it's been like very depressing too. Do that, shut down.